video, I want to go over understanding investment returns in a long-term investment such as the Nasdaq Composite. Big celebration on Wall Street as the Nasdaq returns 43.42% this year. And you can see where the market closed, 15.011.35. It closed in at the end of 2022 at 10.466.98. At 10/21, it closed at 15.644.97 in this area. So the Nasdaq did this in 2022. It did this in 2023, and there is a massive celebration with this 43.42% gain. Last year, the Nasdaq was down minus 33.1%, and it's important to understand how to calculate these returns. If you sum them up, you're showing a plus 10% gain on the plus 10% gain in a 2-year time span. But you can clearly see the Nasdaq is about 5%, or actually about 4% off its closing value of 2021. And so I want to show you how to calculate these in an Excel spreadsheet. In this spreadsheet, you see the closing values, the Nasdaq closing values of 2021, 2022, 2023, and you see the return in 2022. You simply take the closing value of 2022 divided by 2021, and you can subtract that from 1, and you'll see you get minus 33.1% rounded, and in 2023 you get 43.42. And how do you calculate the total return? When you sum up investment returns, you multiply. You take equals 1 minus 0.3310, since it's a down year, and in 2023 it's an up year, so you equals 1 plus 0.4342, which is a decimal value of the percentage return, and you can see those numbers, and then you multiply them together. So equals the return from 2022 times the return from 2023, and you get 0.95948, or about 0.96%, or 0.96, which is about 4% from the closing value of 2021. You can also do that by taking the closing value of 2023, dividing it by the closing value of 2021. You get 0.9595. The decimal values are slightly different because we've rounded these percentage values. Basically, you're at 4% from all-time highs. We are rooting for that. We, in our managed accounts, we take long and short day trades, and so by comparison, a 20% return in each of the last 2 years, roughly 1.2, 1.2, and then if you multiply those together, 1.2 times 1.2, 1.44 or 44% return versus a 0.95% return. And that's how you would calculate that. If you look at a standard investment return of 8% over a 5-year period, you 1.08, 1.08, 1.08, 1.08. You can also use the exponential value to calculate these, or you can calculate these by going 1.08 times 1.08 times 1.08 times that. Like I said, you can use exponential values for multiple years. To calculate average investment returns, 46% in a 5-year period when you compound an 8% return over 5 years. And so I wanted to point that out, how to calculate investment returns, what you can do. We take long and short day trades in our algorithmic trading system portfolio, and our total gain, our net gain on trading profits for the last 2 years is around 20% in comparison with the Nasdaq. We are pulling for higher values in the Nasdaq. We anticipate potentially taking out the all-time highs, but we're looking forward to 2024, and we're prepared to take trades on the long and the short side. We aren't dependent on the market only going higher, and wanted to share this information with you on how to calculate, how to use Excel to calculate investment returns in any portfolio. Hey, David Bean here. Welcome to Capstone Trading Systems YouTube page. Be sure to subscribe to join our community of algorithmic traders. We are real money traders. We share our winning streaks, we share our losing streaks, as well as market updates, strategies, and coding tips.